everybody. I'm making dinner tonight, and tonight we're going to have maple glazed pork roast. I got these pork roast on sale and defrosted one. It's about a 3-pound roast, and so I'm going to make the glaze first. Just have it kind of setting aside while the flavors meld together. So the recipe calls for a third of a cup of maple syrup. This is pure maple syrup that I'm using. I prefer pure maple syrup on my pancakes because it's just pure maple syrup. It doesn't have corn syrup and sugar and all that other kind of stuff. It's just maple syrup. So I'm using the Pampered Chef measure-all, and the measure-all you can use for dry ingredients and wet. I used the dry side because I wanted to get all of the maple syrup out, you know, because it's sticky. So I just measured it out to 1/3 of a cup and then poured the syrup in there. I could have used the liquid side, in which you would just measure to 1/3 of a cup and then pour it out. This is a really useful tool. I use it all the time. I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm using one of our measuring spoons, the nesting measuring spoons, very handy. A little pinch of cloves. And what I did is, these were whole cloves. I didn't have any ground, so I ground my whole cloves in my coffee grinder. My coffee's going to taste interesting for the next couple of mornings, but that's alright. It won't hurt anything. Just a little bit, something different. So a little bit of cloves, a little bit of cayenne pepper. The recipe said a pinch, and so I used just a 1/2 of a teaspoon, I guess, which would be 1/16 of a teaspoon. I'm just going to mix this together. I'm using the Pampered Chef small batter bowl, which is perfect for things like this. Just mixing together a few ingredients. And this bowl comes with a lid, so if I wanted to put this in a refrigerator, I could. Also, I'm using the Pampered Chef stainless steel mini whisk. This is also perfect for uses in small bowls, like this one. So it's all mixed. I'm just going to set this aside. Now, I'm going to pull over the pork roast. The pork roast is a middle cut. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pat the roast dry on all sides. So get the cutting mat dry. I'm using the Pampered Chef flexible cutting mats. Love these things because they're colored, so you can use the orange for pork or chicken, the green is for vegetables, and then the red is for beef. But it's a great way when you have to use multiple cutting surfaces and you don't have to wash your cutting board in order to use something else so you don't contaminate. So I'm going to use a little bit of salt, and some ground pepper. Okay, I seasoned the roast. I'm going to rub it around on the seasoning so I can get all sides of it. Okay, I have 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil heating up in the grill pan. Okay, the roast is browning in the grill pan, the Pampered Chef grill pan. This thing is just wonderful. Not only am I going to get grill marks from using this, but I'm also going to put this in the oven with the roast in it. You can also use the grill press that's designed to use with the grill pan. And if you were going to do something like tenderloin or cooked steaks, you heat the grill press and then put the meat in and then put the grill press on the meat and it cooks it from both ends. It's really good. I'm using the Pampered Chef barbecue tongs because I'm holding an iPad in one hand and barbecue tongs in the other. That way I can do both with this big roast. But this pan is heat resistant. So even with the handle, it can still go into the oven. You still want to use a hot mitt when getting it out, of course, because the handle will still be hot. It looks really good. It's browning real nice. This is about Pampered Chef cookware is that they are aluminum clad all the way through the bottom. So I could cook the roast over here, or I could cook it over here, and it's going to be just as hot in every part of this pan. You don't get hot and cold spots. Okay, I'll come back to this when it's done, and then we'll go to the next step. I just want to show you how beautifully this roast has been browned. You see the grill marks? You can see them on both ends of the meat. Just beautiful. That's what the grill pan does. Wonderful, wonderful tool. Okay, now the glaze was only in the pan for about 30 seconds. I turned the heat off, and then I have rubbed the roast all around in the glaze and coated all sides. It is just absolutely gorgeous. So now I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven and bake it for about 40 to 45 minutes until the roast registers 140 to 145 degrees in the middle. So we'll be back soon. Okay, the roast is finished. Just took it out of the oven and it needs to rest for about 15 minutes. It is just gorgeous and it smells so good. And if you'll notice, cooking it in this pan, I'm not going to have a hard cleanup. This pan, even with the maple syrup, it did not stick. I am so pleased. You can't imagine how pleased I am. So this is a maple coated pork loin. Can't wait to eat it. I'll give you a review in just a few minutes. Bye. Okay, it's been resting. I'm going to pop the twine off of it. And this is cooked through. It's not medium rare. Oh, that looks good. Try a bite of it. That is fantastic. That is really, really good. I'm going to open a bottle of wine to drink with this. One of my favorites, Pinot Noirs, is a smoking loon. You could get it for about $7 or $8 a bottle at H-E-B. And I'm going to use the Pampered Chef wine opener. Just cut the foil off, set it back here, put the screw in, put the handle on, apply a little bit of pressure, and then the cork just pops out. You'll never have any cork in your wine using this wine opener. And I'm going to drink it out of one of the new Pampered Chef Frosted Dots glasses. Alright, I'm off to dinner.